Well, I just crunched the numbers, and it's official. After starting conference play just 1-7, Syracuse women's basketball is headed to the ACC tournament. Their 19-point advantage was whittled down, and BC took down SU 76-73 to close the curtain on the Oranges' season. The water's gotten so clean that it's become a tradition for seniors to jump off the dock and into the water for a swim before they say farewell to the team. Pretty much nothing went right for Syracuse women's basketball when it played number 11 Duke on Sunday. And that makes sense given the Orange fell 80-49. But if you had to pick one area of the court that the Orange really struggled on, it would be the paint. The Orange tallied a season-low 14 points in the lane, but if you ask head coach Felicia Legette-Jack why, she'd say the answer is very simple: Butterfingers. 24 goals is no joke, but holding a pretty solid offense to 5 goals is also very good, and Syracuse's defense, which returns a lot from last year, did its part. SU has won 11 straight over BC dating back to 2018. For context, the top song on the charts at the time was God's Plan by Drake, and Nick Foles had just led the Eagles to a Super Bowl win over the Patriots. So yeah, it's been a while. And while she did start on the bench, eventually she got to stand up, walk over, check into the game, and she dominated. She particularly blamed Syracuse's premier 2 forwards, Isabel Verjao and Kyra Wood, just not catching the ball. She said they were in position, they did a good job fronting the defender, just couldn't catch the ball, gave it away, so she was very much not happy with that. And Kara Lawson, the head coach of Duke, pointed out that it's not like the Blue Devils tried anything different. They just played their normal style of defense. 3-pointers were simply the difference maker in Syracuse women's basketball's matchup with Stanford. The Cardinal made 7 3-pointers in the first quarter alone, which is more than the Orange had in the entire game. And early it's won back by Mullen. No problem.
There it is, Mullen winning it to himself.
Down the right alley, dumps off behind the cage. And Mullen is staying out there at least for a moment as Syracuse gets set up on offense, brings the first team midfielders out.
It's so nice when you can have a Fogo that wins the ball to themselves, is able to keep those wings out of the picture.
Leo down the right alley, stopped by 2 defenders, kicks to the other side for the Orange. Thompson all the way out, jumps off for Roa. Roa dodges, shoots, and it's saved. Luke Down steps up early for the Tigers. A big stop.
Nice save there from Downs. I think Roa could have bumped that one forward to X, just get everyone in the flow a little bit low angle shot there. Towson elected to put a short stick on Roa and Sam English early here.
Downs finally gets it across midfield, jumps it off to Joe Meidling, who flips it back. That's going to go out of bounds. And an early turnover for Towson gives Syracuse a free possession.
Speaking with Coach Nadalin about his team's 1-goal loss to Hopkins last week, they have to limit those turnovers in transition. Sloppy stick work came back to haunt them.
21 turnovers in that game, the most since 2023 for Towson. Syracuse elects to keep the first line midfield out for its second offensive possession of the day.
Interested to see what Towson elects to do with their LSM and who they continue to put the pole on. You see Michael Leo here with a short stick.
Leo goes one-on-one behind the defender, shoots and scores. Leo didn't put a single goal into the back of the net last time out against Vermont, but starts the offense early today against Towson.
Nadalin was raving about Michael Leo this week. Leo drags his defender low, just beats him underneath. What Leo does such a good job of is just holding this slide. He's patient. He has a different pace that he dodges with. He's not going full speed. Kind of that slow dodge, uses his body to protect his stick, buries it low.
Third game of the season, and in every single one, the Orange have scored first. Got off to a 10-0 lead against Jacksonville, a 6-0 lead against Vermont. Michael Leo helped Syracuse to a 1-0 lead today. Mullen and Constantinides back out for a second battle. Mullen won the first. This time he wins it forward. Takes it himself up into the offensive territory, dumps it off. Dwan, long pole shot, just misses wide. He had 3 misses last time out. He wanted this one badly.
Yeah, Dwan not on the board this season after registering 8 goals last season. He has been a force on the defensive end.
Now it's our first look at the second line midfield for Syracuse. Trey Deer, Jackson Birtwistle, and Tyler McCarthy.
Towson electing to put a poll on Jackson Birtwistle early. Birtwistle was having success in the invert in both of the first 2 games against Jacksonville and Vermont.
Hiltz comes off a screen, dumps off inside. Thompson shovel shot. My goodness. Beautiful setup, beautiful finish. It's all orange 2 minutes in.
Another game, another highlight reel Thompson goal. Hiltz finds Thompson inside, who deals with this pressure and just throws a backhand into the top corner. Wasn't even looking at the net when he caught this ball. Stays patient and calm, gets his hands free, whips it into that top left corner. Unreal finish there by Thompson, who we also saw go between the legs last week on Friday against Vermont.
A ranked battle today. Many were expecting a slower start from Syracuse. Towson had a strong defensive game against Johns Hopkins last week, but still 2 early goals from the Orange. Mullen, Constantinides, battle number 3. This one poked behind. Mullen kicks it. That's going to be an Orange win. Carter Rice, the short stick defensive midfielder, comes in to help out.
Constantinides originally had that clamp. That was a good job by Mullen, making that a 50-50 ball. Syracuse comes up with it.
Using his stick, using his head, using his foot. He's up 3-0 in that battle so far, as Syracuse goes back to the first line midfield. With pace down the far alley, a dump off near side. Leo, he already has a goal today. Looking for number 2. He's pushed back for now. That's a turnover for Syracuse.
I believe they called a moving screen.
Much needed opportunity for Towson. Has had the ball on offense maybe about 10 seconds today before a turnover.
Towson's going to roll out their first line midfield. Need to get everyone a touch here. Let everyone settle into the game. Get loose.
Josh Weber controlling near midfield. He had a hat trick plus an assist last time these 2 teams played in the NCAA tournament game. Picked up by the short stick Rice.
Weber, a 2-time captain.
One of the leaders of this Tigers squad. Weishauer down the left alley. He's pushed back. Stutter step doesn't get him open.
Syracuse early to slide to him if he's going to have a short stick on him. Billy Dwan has bumped up into the midfield to guard him.
Swim move. Weber doesn't get open. Goes back behind Cage to Alex Roussel. He's picked up strong. Pushed back by Levine. The short stick. Dump off inside. And there's the first goal for Towson. Bode Maurer breaks the quiet streak early. Gets Towson off the board with a quick stick move. Towson goal. It's Hoya's ball inbounding from the right baseline. Georgetown still with its starting 5 on the court. Syracuse also with its starting 5 on the court. Micah Peavy set to inbound, walks over to his teammate Drew Fielder, who's guarded by Freeman at the far block to tell him something before getting back settled on the baseline. Inbounds to Sorber, top of the arc, dribbling with his left hand, picked up by Lampkin. Handoff, Peavy has space down the right lane, double teamed, kicks off. Sorber, long 2, misses, put back, doesn't fall. Micah Peavy with 2 touches, that doesn't go. He still gets another offensive board. Pass inside to Fielder, kick out, Epps, top of the arc, 3, downs it. 2 threes in the second half for Georgetown after just 2 in the entire first half, and a 6-point lead for the Hoyas with 16 minutes to go.
Well, Chris Bell got beat to the glass, and his guy, Micah Peavy, got a couple of offensive boards.
Carlos stopped by Peavy, kicks to the top of the key. Freeman dribbles down the right lane, shoots, and he's blocked. Sorber smacks that one straight into the stands. It'll stay Syracuse ball. And Chris Bell heads to the bench, along with Donnie Freeman, replaced by Lucas Taylor and Jair Davis.
Well, Sorber's one of the best blockers in the country. He averages just under 2 blocks a game with his wingspan. That's one of the many reasons that NBA draft scouts are loving what this freshman can do for Georgetown.
Top 5 in the Big East in blocks per game. Inbound feed to Davis. Cutting to the cup, goes up with his left, and he's fouled. Davis aggressive the first time he touches the ball this half, and he was slapped on the hand by Malik Mack. The second foul on the point guard for the Hoyas. Lucky that it was not called on Thomas Sorber, who already had to.
Agreed.
Regardless, Davis heading to the charity stripe for 2 shots. Where today he's been active, 5 for 6, taking more free throws than anybody else on the court. That's the 6th foul Davis has drawn today. He's been unafraid of contact, but misses his first free throw long. Shooting under 70% on the season. Davis has contributed to Syracuse's struggles at the charity stripe, under 70% as a team as well. But the second free throw goes up and in. Davis 6 for 8 on the day, and Syracuse pulls back within 5. 49-44 the score. Georgetown on top, just under 15 minutes left. Fields front court left, swings right to Sorber. Dribble handoff Epps. Working on Moore, all the way at the Block S logo. Kicks left to Mack, forwarded inside. Sorber, step back shot, well short, and a foul on the rebound. That's against Syracuse. Lucas Taylor marked for the foul, his second of the day. That lets the Hoyas keep it, and the Syracuse crowd letting the referees hear it. Jaden Epps set to inbound from the baseline. A fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound feed to the left elbow. Peavy down the left lane, goes up for the layup, stopped by Taylor. Lampkin with the rebound. Syracuse has numbers on the fast break. Spin move, Carlos inside floater, that one falls. The Orange pull within 3, 14 minutes to go. Adrian Autry all sorts of hyped up. Mack the other way for Georgetown. Swings, left wing 3 for Epps, swish. Silences the crowd and gets the lead back up to 6 points for Georgetown. 52-46, 14 minutes left.
Starting to see both head coaches really get into it.
Carlos, feed to the top of the key. Davis, spin move, ball is poked away. Ball on the ground, Sorber picks it up. Full court pass ahead to Peavy. Dish off Epps, that's an easy layup. Beautiful ball movement, gets Georgetown's lead up to 8. 54-46, 13 and a half to go. Jaquan Carlos standing at half court, passes far side to Moore. Calls for a screen from Davis, doesn't use it. Fadeaway 3 anyways, rattles out. Offensive rebound, Eddie Lampkin lowers the shoulder, puts up the floater, it falls in. Syracuse back within 6, but Epps moves quickly the other direction. Kicks to Sorber, right wing 3, too short. Jaquan Carlos with the rebound for the Orange. Full court feed up to Lampkin, turns around and drops it into the hoop. Heads up play by Jaquan Carlos, makes it a 4-point deficit. And there's an off-ball foul on the return back up the court.
Well, Epps and Chapa Moore just really got into it. And either Moore basically headbutted him or Epps flopped down to the ground, but they were all in each other's grill up the floor. Epps thinks it should be a technical.
Yeah, he's asking for them to take a look at it. He's asking for his head coach to call a timeout to take a look at it. The score's 54-50. Georgetown leads Syracuse, 13 minutes to go. After an Eddie Lampkin layup on the return up the court.
And now Sorber and Lampkin just pushed each other. Welcome to Georgetown, Syracuse.
And Donnie Freeman is running onto the court. He's pulling away Lucas Taylor from the officials. 100 matchups in. If you thought Georgetown and Syracuse, the rivalry was dead, no, it is not. You've got at midcourt Ed Cooley, Georgetown's head coach, clapping, embracing the boos from the Syracuse fans. And the officials are going to go to the far sideline to take a full look at what just happened.